What you call a young man curious? Drawing on a beat and you know I'm serious. Podcast only need 30 minutes. Experience, but I'm new to this business. About to start a project dependent on acquaintance from new and old business. I thank God for the vision. Every episode, new wisdom. We just talking about real business, like how they making money and how they living. I'm just trying to do something different, cause I'm just a young man curious. I'm just a young man curious. Yeah, I'm just a young man curious. What's up, everybody? Today I'm joined by the one, the only Jasmine Watkins. Jasmine and I go way back, like a silk white feet in a wave cap. Now I met Jasmine at church, probably elementary, so we go way back. But before we get started today, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are.
Hello, people. I'm Jasmine Watkins. I'm 27. I just had a birthday February 2nd. I'm from Odessa, Texas. I am a cosmetologist / lash tech.
Cool. So, a couple things I want to talk about today, but before we get too deep into it, you and I knew each other pretty close growing up elementary, junior high, high school, and then after high school, obviously, separate paths, different places, stuff like that. So, first of all, give me a quick recap on the latter years of high school. You went to which school?
Permian. Wait,
and
high
OHS?
school?
Yeah.
Yes, I went to OHS and then I went to Permian.
I knew, that's why I was a little confused.
Yes.
You graduated from Permian though?
Yes, I graduated from Permian in 2014.
You wised up a little bit. So we're glad that the Lord delivered you.
Yes, okay.
Okay, cool. So after high school, did you go to college?
Yes, I stayed here a year at Odessa College, and then I transferred the following year. I transferred to UNT and did.
Cool. And what did you study at UNT?
Kinesiology.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You spent how many years there?
1 year.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And then, where was your path after that?
After that, I decided that wasn't for me at the moment.
Smart.
And I decided that I wanted to go to cosmetology school.
Okay, cool. That's pretty smart. You know, a lot of people go to school, spend a whole lot of money, a whole lot of time, and don't know what they're doing or why they're there. So
right.
It's cool that you got that experience. Left home, tried something, didn't like it, pivot. So that's awesome. Okay, cool. So then left UNT. What was UNT like? Because I've been there one time. My brother went there, and we went back for like a homecoming deal because he was getting like an award or something. And it was pretty lit. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a party school for sure because it's a music school. So like, it
was a good time.
It was a good time. Okay. I definitely had a time.
And we'll leave it at that. That's cool. We'll leave it at that.
Yes,
okay.
We will.
Cool. So you come back home, go to cosmetology school. Where'd you go to cosmetology school?
Ogle.
Okay. Is that local or is that somewhere else?
It's in Dallas.
That's what I thought, yeah.
There's locations in Dallas, Austin, and Houston, and San Antonio.
Okay, so you go to the Ogle school. How long does that take to get your certification on that?
I did part-time because I was working full-time, and so I was going from 5:30 to 10:30 p.m. every night. Monday through Friday, every other Saturday. And that took 18 months.
Okay.
If I was to do the full time, which is like 8 to 5, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., that would have took like a year.
Okay.
But yeah, it took me like 18 months.
Sweet. So when you go to cosmetology school, and we'll get to what you're doing now, but what all do you learn? Do you learn like the beautician piece? What all do you learn?
It was so much more than I expected. I just was expecting to go in learning how to do hair. No, it's chemistry, biology, anatomy, like all of that type of stuff. You have to learn about the scalp, like infections of the scalp, like skin diseases, stuff like that. So it's definitely hardcore.
But it's good to know. You'll be working on people.
To know.
You don't want people coming up green.
No, you don't. Because then you got to go to the doctor.
And you might get sued. So
yeah.
Okay, cool. So you did cosmetology. After graduating, now tell us a little bit about your path after cosmetology school, how you kind of took all the information that you learned and decided to focus on a few specific things.
So while I was in cosmetology school, that's when I got certified to do lashes. It was actually a blessing. We had people like come speak to us during cosmetology school. So we have this lady, her name was Crystal McDonald. She had her own like school, like you can get your license for your certification for makeup, lashes, or like permanent makeup. So she would come and talk to us, and she needed volunteers. She was giving out scholarships, and she needed volunteers. And so we styled the scholarship recipients, and we received a free lash certification. So like when you're in cosmetology school, you just need like the 2-day course. So it was just a 2-day course. And so after that, I ran with it. Like I loved doing it. So I started doing it while I was in cosmetology school, like practicing, because you can't work in a salon until you have that cosmetology. Yeah, well, you have to have the certification and the cosmetology or esthetician license in whatever state you're in.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so I was practicing in school, and then after that, I graduated, and then I got pregnant with my first son, and so I moved back here to Odessa. And I just started doing it. I would travel to people's houses. I was big and pregnant, traveling to people's houses, doing their lashes, uncomfortable, but still, just trying to, exactly. And then I started working at Lashed Out, and I was there for 5 years. And I grew tremendously there, and then here I am today, co-owner of Beauty Salon, Beauty Lounge.
Put some fire in the chat. No, that's dope. That's dope. I love that. So now you specify in doing the lashes as well as what else?
I do lashes and hair.
Okay. Cool. So I knew a little bit because I follow you, but I'm not all into the specifics. I don't have much hair to work with, and my lashes are already on point. So, but no, one reason I wanted to have you on, right? Because I really admire the hustle. I really admire kind of the grind and the entrepreneurial heart that you have, right? Because I remember you used to do, I think it was Jazz and Scrubs. That was
that was my sister with the scrubs, but I did the lip gloss and the like the hair oils and stuff like that.
So always had kind of an entrepreneurial heart. Worked at Lash Out for a while, and then now you just recently started your own business. So tell us a little bit more about this new business endeavor. How'd you get to this point? Was this always the dream, or
this has always been my dream. Honestly, I never thought I would have a partner. I always dreamed of doing it, by myself. But honestly, it's the best thing I could have done, doing it with the partner I have. She's amazing. Brandy. Hi, Brandy. She's amazing. So it's been, we've had some hardships along the way, but we're still, happy and, keeping the faith because, like, this is ours. So, like, it's just a different feeling, like, when it's yours. Like, you just accepting, like, okay, well, we'll deal with it when we deal with it. Instead of, like, stressing because, like, we're blessed regardless. Like, so we try to stay positive.
No, that's dope for sure. And definitely proud of you for taking that leap, right? I know a lot of people, they talk about things they want to do, have big goals, dreams, but then the action piece is lacking. So you putting it into place is already a big W. So I'm excited to see what you all do and what you accomplish here. All right, tell the people what they could come here and receive, what kind of treatments, what kind of, let them know.
Okay.
This is a shout out. It's your promo.
Okay, promo. Okay, so we are Divaz, Lash and Beauty Lounge, located in Odessa, Texas. We have a lash supply store. So if you're a lash artist, lash technician, we have supplies. And actually, there's nowhere else we can get supplies like locally. We have to order everything online. So that's another thing we wanted to do is provide stuff for our local lash sisters in the industry to come buy instead of ordering online. So we sell that. We have vendors in our store as well that we have purses. We do lashes, we do hair, facials, teeth whitening. Braiding. We're the one-stop shop.
A little bit of it all. Where can they find you on IG or Facebook, whatever they use?
My personal IG is at Jazzy Girl Lashes, girl with a U. And then the salon Instagram is Divaz with the Z Lash Beauty Lounge on Facebook and Instagram.
Dope. So again, congratulations. I'm super proud of what you've been doing here. All right, we'll pivot a little bit now from your career and talk a little bit more about family. Tell us about your family, right? So I know you got 2 boys now, engaged.
Yes.
So what's family life like with the hustle? That's a lot.
It's a lot. Not gonna lie, it's a lot. And to be completely honest, I'm still working on like balancing everything.
Yeah.
But it's so rewarding. Yeah, so I have 2 boys, 4 and 1, and then I'm engaged to Lynn. Hey, babe. So yeah, we're just trying to figure it all out. Like, it's literally day by day trying to figure it out, and that's really, we just have to stand by each other and just figure it out with the help of my mother, my father, and my sister. You know, it takes a village. So yeah, while we work, my mom, she's retired and she watches the boys. Well, my oldest goes to school during the day, but yeah, so like I said, it takes a village.
Yeah, for sure. And you said something interesting, like the balance piece, right? I feel like that's everybody, right? Because as soon as you kind of find your balance, something shifts, right?
Exactly.
Life is constantly changing. It's like, dang, I got to recalibrate, start over, and find something brand new for my balance. So I feel that a whole bunch. What's it like being a mom?
I love being a mom.
Kudos to you. I'd be ready to shake my kid.
I do too. Trust, especially with boys, you already know.
But I'm not gonna shake them or hurt them. But
never.
I'll be ready to. So
never.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very rewarding. Watching them grow, learn new things. You know, come into their own like self personality, and they fight, so that's kind of entertaining. But yeah, I love being a mom. I couldn't see it any other way.
Yeah, kudos to moms, because man,
yeah,
it's a different game.
Yeah, we're superheroes.
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
thankful for Destiny for sure.
Good.
I could not. Your boy would be somewhere. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Well, you said something else. You talked about, you mentioned your mom, your dad. Tell us a little bit. I know you come from good stock. They did a very good job. Tell us about your parents a little bit. Because I love them too. So,
yes, yes.
Just
my
for the
parents
record.
love you. They're from here, Odessa, Texas. Born and raised. They are Christians. They currently go to St. James Missionary Baptist Church, where I attend as well. My dad is the minister of music at the church. He's been a musician there for about like maybe 15 years, maybe. But you know, he recently, maybe about a year ago, they transitioned him into the minister of music. So kudos to him. He does his thing. He's very aware in the community. He's always involved. You know, he just wants to help us, our people. You know, get the info out there. Very Christian man, very helpful. And my mom as well. She's retired. She works out every day. I see it
on socials.
She gets it, and it's very inspiring. I'm like, I want to be like you at your age. But yeah, so I love my people. My sister, she's amazing.
Shout out to Dee.
Yeah, shout out to Dee. She's a drummer at St. James as well. My opinion, best drummer in West Texas, but that's just me. But yeah, she does her thing, and yeah, so.
Yeah, love your family. Come from good stock. I remember, things changed. I remember when we were young, we used to always go over to your house and play games and stuff. I still don't like that dog you had. I forget the name.
Well, she passed away. Let's leave it at that.
I just said that don't change my sentiments.
Okay.
Sorry, though. I know that's not an easy loss. But yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Hoops.
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 Yes, Hoops. Rest in peace, Hoops. You can no longer terrorize me from the couch.
Oh man.
Man. So what else? So you talked about faith, right? We met in church. Tell me a little bit about that journey, because we both grew up in church, right? So what has that been like for you? I know for me, always a believer, but like I feel like there's a point where everybody has to kind of be like, not necessarily tested, but kind of come to terms with like what they truly believe. And so what's your journey been like with your faith, especially since we grew up in church? You left, went to UNT for a bit, came back home. How's that been? Have you been always like rock solid?
No, I have not.
Jesus follower?
No.
What's that journey been like?
Especially while in college, like I thought I knew it all. Like I don't have to go to church. Like I mean, I've never stopped believing in God or stopped my faith or anything like that. It's just, you get to the point to where you think you know it all, and like I'm still gonna, do well without church. Like no, like you need to be in church. Like I mean, even if you're watching it online, like it's just different, just actually getting that word. Me, I'm still trying to grow. I'm not, holier than thou. But I am growing in Christ, which I tremendously see myself growing in Christ. Just like how I move day to day, not even just like, stuff like that, but like how I move day to day, just being more positive, just, not complaining, just trying to have that positive attitude, and just not worry about stuff, because I know God's gonna take care of it regardless, because he always does. Like I'll find myself worrying, crying. I mean, I'm gonna cry regardless because I'm just dramatic, but I know he's gonna take care of it. So I just try to, and I sing in the choir. I strayed from the choir.
You sing for us today?
I am not.
Okay.
I am not.
During Christmas, you hit that high note at church. You hit that high note that made everybody like, we need a little bit of that today.
Oh no, it's too early. But yeah, so I'm trying to. I still have, a long way to go. Yeah. But I'm working towards, to where I want to be.
I appreciate you sharing that, because I always think about other people's experience, right? That I guess experience similar things, right? So I know for me, there's like two specific points in my life where I was like coming to grips with like what I truly believe. One was in college. I took a course called The Meaning of Life, which was really interesting to hear different perspectives on how people view life and stuff like that. And then another time it was like, Brad, you say you believe one thing, but you feel and act a certain way. Right. And so it's just like, am I finna wild out, or am I finna do what God told me to do? And so those are two pivotal moments for me in my faith. So I'm always curious to see if other people, they just, A1 from day one and got it together, or if they be on the same trip as me. So I appreciate you sharing that, and definitely looking forward to us both continue to grow. Glad that you're still in the faith, though, because some people, they don't believe anymore, choose a different path. Got to bring them back to something else. Hopefully, yeah, for sure. So what else are you up to in life besides working, being a mom, being a fiance?
That's pretty much my life. I do participate like at church. Sometimes I'll go help with the youth. I haven't been able to in a while because I'm starting this, we started the business. Yeah. But I go to like networking events. I go to like community events, like Black History programs, like just different stuff, Martin Luther King programs, stuff they have in our community for us. And even just like networking events, like I go try to get our name out there. I just want to be involved, like, whatever that means. Like I want to be involved. So soon we're going to join the Black Chamber Commerce of Odessa. Okay. So that would help us tremendously to get our name out there. Right. They'll do a ribbon cutting and stuff like that. So that's dope. Yeah, so we're pretty excited about that. So soon we'll be on that board. So hopefully we'll get more publicity, other than just like Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. That's dope. We want to be involved. We want to be out there. We want to do like back to school like giveaways. Just like charity events, stuff like that. We plan to do big things for Odessa, like Odessa is missing so much, and we want to fill at least half of that void that we're missing. So yeah.
Odessa is definitely missing a lot. So I'm happy to hear that you will have a big heart for the community, that y'all have aspirations to do a lot within our community, because I love Odessa too.
Yes.
So talk to us a little bit about how people can support your business, support what you're doing, whether it be a young lady or whether it be somebody like me who doesn't have hair and also whose lashes are off. How can we support the business? I ask that because I see you talk about it on social sometimes. So talk about how people can support without actually being in the chair themselves.
Yeah, you don't have to spend a dime with me. A like, a share, a word of mouth. Hey, Jasmine, they just opened Divaz. Go check them out. You like to get your lashes done. I don't, but you do. You know what I mean? Like, any stuff like that. You don't have to spend a dime with me. But knowing that, you know, you're sharing, like, our business and our information, like, that means so much more, because that goes a long way. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
so I'm, you know, thankful and grateful for all of the support, whether you spend a dime with me or not. Like, you're sharing my stuff. You're great in my book. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna pay it forward. So.
Appreciate that. So what's up for the future for you? What are you looking forward to the future? I mean, you just made this is a big step.
But we
for
already
you.
have plans.
Okay. Share whatever you feel comfortable sharing. Let us know what you aspire to in the future.
Just be on the lookout. You'll see more of Divaz around Odessa.
Okay.
We are looking to, because I did a teaching session. So I was instructing, and I found out that I loved instructing. So, you know, a little something is in the works.
Okay.
So yeah, just be on the lookout. That's all I'm saying about that.
Dope. Anything that we missed or we didn't cover that we should cover?
I think we covered it.
Okay. If not, then I need you to go ahead and drop some wisdom on the people. Some advice, maybe for that you may give to your younger self, maybe some advice for an entrepreneur, whatever it may be. Your words of wisdom.
Always be yourself. Don't change for anybody. Don't change to try to fit in, because you may be meant to stand out for a reason. And as far as the business aspect, take that leap of faith. If you fail, oh well, try again. And if you fail, it may not be for you, but at least you know you tried. You won't, you know, regret not trying when you get older. Just try. I mean, failing is a part of life. You're gonna fail. So, and that's what makes us better. So, take the leap. It's worth it.
Have you failed at anything?
I have. I failed at a lot.
Like what?
I feel like I failed God sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like he's way too good to me sometimes.
Sure.
I feel like that's really the person I feel daily.
We all
to
do,
be
for
completely
the
honest, yeah.
record.
You know, but other stuff I have felt, I can't think at the top of my head, but I've definitely like failed at.
Any business endeavors you failed at? Anything that you tried to like, this ain't it?
I wouldn't say failed. Just like when I was doing my oils and stuff. Like, I wouldn't say failed. I just like didn't have time for it anymore.
Gotcha.
So like people were asking for it, and I'm just like, I can't. Like, I have 2 kids now, and you know, like so. I mean, that I beat myself up about that, because I'm just like, why would I start something and then not be able to like keep it up? So I really like beat myself up about that, but I was just like, you know what, it is what it is. I'm starting something new, and eventually I can bring it back. So hopefully.
And I'm sure you learned a lot from that experience and from that business.
Because that was during COVID, so like we had to make a way, because for us entrepreneurs, like, you don't work, you don't eat. Like, we didn't have another plan. I mean, we had, you know, the unemployment stuff, but that was only so much, and so we had to really like
they shut y'all
get it
down
out the mud. For like 2.5 months, almost 3 months.
Wow, that's wild. Crazy times.
Yeah, thank God.
Man, I know. I was in California at the time. I felt like when I would come to Texas, I felt like I was free. I could go to a restaurant. I could go to
They
the
were
gym.
strict in Cali.
They were really strict in Cali. I think that's it.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much for getting up early.
Yes.
Before we hop off, though, I do have to say that we were supposed to shoot yesterday, but
I thought we was gonna leave that out.
you forgot your keys, and so I drove all the way across Odessa, Texas, which isn't a long drive, but
We drove all of 10 minutes to get here, okay?
and 10 back.
I appreciate you though. Thank
It's
you.
love. Thank you so much for taking time to sit down with me, for opening up your space to me,
Of course.
to the viewers, to the listeners, and so I'm hoping that you'll get some support off this. I definitely support and shout you out as well, and so thank you again.
Yes, thank you for having me.
All right, peace.
Bye.
Thank you for joining the I'm Just Curious project. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope it leaves you inspired to live curious.